got in this one?
You know, I believe that you said Sonus, so I gotta go Blindfire. You know, Hybrid, we can never agree, and that's not gonna change tonight. If I'm not mistaken, you had Sonus there when you made the prediction a couple of days ago.
You are not wrong, my man. I picked Sonus over Trash Esports, a crowd favorite. And Sonus almost pulled off the reverse sweep. They could not quite do it and lost in 5. So with that being said, I have high hopes for these guys right here, but I know Scrub Killer is a solid player on both offense and defense, but a quick shot from Siren, and that's going to find the back of the net.
Yeah, we've got Siren, Bosco, and Scrub Killer on Blindfire. Not Scrub Killer, Scrub Killer. So hoping that he can show off his skills. And of course, Pato, OM, and Camo for Team Sonus. And Blindfire off to a pretty solid start.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Blindfire real quick. It's as if they aren't living up to their team name. They definitely are not blind, unfortunately enough for Team Sonus, as they probably would have an easier time. But Blindfire is a solid squad. We've seen them play previously, and they have looked extremely good. So it'll be tough for Team Sonus to come through with the team plays because their defense is just so strong, cutting off those passing plays just like that.
Yeah, and it's all going to be about who sets the tone early. So far, it's been Blindfire, but of course, another shot from Siren. This one is going to be stopped, but the follow-up from Scrub Killer, and now 2-0 to Blindfire, and we're only a minute in.
Paying homage to the player that he took his name from, or got inspiration from, because listen, no copyright claims here. He is putting balls in the back of the net. He is there for his teammates. He is making plays. And that is exactly what Blindfire need out of him tonight.
Yeah, for sure. I've seen this Team Sonus squad play in some scrims and whatnot, so I know that they have a lot of skill that they can pull out. So far, it hasn't happened, but I wouldn't be surprised if we start to see the tables turn with these guys as OM brings this one downfield. Scrub Killer there, cut it off. It's just a little bit of back and forth action. That's a big whiff from Bosco, and Pato getting bumped. I mean, you're already starting to see the aggressive plays come out from these guys.
Yeah, Blindfire, definitely a very aggressive squad, and in all reality, so is Team Sonus. A lot of demo plays in their arsenal, so we're going to have to see exactly which one's going to pull them out at the right time. As we say that, Siren takes Pato off of the play, or off of the field, I should say. He was already back, so not a huge loss there. Pato, ooh, shot opportunity, but Scrub Killer was there to kind of cut that one off and stop any possible challenge from him. Huge bump and a huge whiff from Camo, as that could have been a huge offensive opportunity, but here comes Camo, and again with the demos. Siren taking Camo off that ball, allowing Bosco to come through for that clear.
Yeah, and it's just death. It's just
Seriously?
death and death after on the pitch. I mean, a lot of demos and a lot of mistouches. These teams are getting scared of each other, and that's a great save by Scrub Killer, as we almost saw the first goal from Team Sonus, but it feels like they're kind of throwing each other off in game one, maybe a little bit of nerves as well, but these guys both worry about the other team going for a demo or a bump. Pato with the opportunity gets it over the top, and we finally see a goal for Team Sonus.
And what a beautiful play by Camo. Has 2 to beat, both committing, bumping each other underneath. Pato had a ton of boost, around 70 or 80 boost. Didn't even need all of it. All he needed was a double jump and about 10 boost. Got over top of the double committing defenders. He's able to put that into an empty net. So solid start here from Sonus to try and bring this one back close. And now they're back within 1.
Yeah, that's definitely what we needed to see from them. If we're going to bring this best of 5 back, that's a good clear from Pato upfield to OM, who is going to move it further down. What a pinch as well. The mechanics starting to show a little bit here for Sonus. An awkward bounce here. Bounces middle again for Pato, and he strikes again and ties this game up.
The reason Pato is so dangerous as a player is because of his offensive capabilities. Look at that shot. Look at the air roll. The amount of air roll he put into his car before flipping into it. He is a dangerous player on the field, both offense and defense. His defense is just as good as his offense, and a shot from Siren is not going to find it. Pato flies back, can't find the touch, and Scrub Killer's shot hits post again. Pato again trying to find this dribble downfield, but a lucky defensive play coming out from Team Sonus there.
Yeah, that is one that you got to be happy that didn't fall in. with your team Sonus. Luckily for them, there's no boost in the opposing tank, although Camo having to get back on this one. This is another opportunity. Siren, ooh, thought the Scrub Killer was going to get another touch, so still tied up. And we're headed back and forth. Siren barely saves that one. And Hybrid, these guys are just going back and forth, shot after shot on either side of the field right now.
Yeah, both teams looking extremely dangerous on offense. We've seen a lot of great opportunities from both sides, but the defense is holding strong. I want to say the defense is holding strong. Let me rephrase that. The accuracy is not quite there from both teams. They've had a decent amount. It is a tie game. Both teams scored twice, but there have been a lot of opportunities that have not gone in, and that specifically comes down to the accuracy of these offensive shots.
Yeah, it's just, you know, it's the first game of the series. They're still trying to find their footing, but there's definitely some miscues here and there. Only 30 seconds left. The next miscue might turn into a game lost, though, as time is starting to dwindle. Oh boy, Siren does get the clear there, but Pato keeping the pressure on this orange side of the field. A lot of pressure so far for Team Sonus. Oh boy, it's an open net, but not an easy angle, and it's cleared away. 10 seconds to go now, Hybrid.
That could have been huge right there. Camo finding a demo on Scrub Killer, but it actually bumped Camo away from that ball, so he wasn't able to challenge it. If Blindfire was able to get there, oh no, here comes Pato. He's got a flick. It's over top of one, and it's over top of Bosco into the back of the net. Pato, 0 seconds, gets the hat trick. And just like that, man, Pato is the man to watch on this field. What a goal.
My goodness, Hybrid. After we saw the first 2 goals come out from Blindfire, out of nowhere, Pato scores 2 in a row, and then suddenly on 0 seconds manages to grab the last goal as well. I mean, that is some beautiful stuff from Team Sonus.
I mean, you see Pato score right there. He obviously has the hat trick. He has 2 saves on his team, 5 shots, 718 points for his team. Blindfire need to step up. They played a fantastic game 1, but they need to find something that's going to disrupt this Team Sonus roster. And I think that's going to come part in demos. And we saw a lot of them in this game, but I think they need to be better timed.
Yeah, there were a lot of kind of almost useless demos towards the start. I did notice that it started to settle down as we got further into the game. But you know, Blindfire, they had a better start to the game, so maybe those demos at the beginning were what kept them in it. But certainly a tough way to lose game number 1, because they did have that lead initially.
Yeah, they definitely did. They took a very quick lead, Blindfire, and they could not hold on to it. Like you said, a lot of useless demos. If I want to see Blindfire having a lot more secured control on this ball, I want them to play their speed, their pace. If they let Team Sonus control the pace of this field, it's going to be a done deal, hands down. Team Sonus is a very skilled team at controlling this pace, so it's going to be up to Blindfire to see if they can change that.
Yeah, and looks like we're having a little lag issue, so hopefully we'll get these teams sorted out. But I mean, in the meantime, we can talk about that. Blindfire, they didn't really have a very controlling aspect of the game. You know, they cleared the ball away a lot, really hard when it was on their side. So maybe we'll be able to see them take a more controlled style and find some goals as a result of that. But I do believe that we're ready and hopefully about to get these guys back into this one. But you know, it's a good start for Team Sonus to start the series up 1-0, but I wouldn't be surprised if Blindfire does end up finding a couple games here.
I'm hoping so. As everybody caster wants, they want that game 5. They want that last game to play out. They want the game 5 overtime. And I'm hoping we see that here tonight as we go into game number 2. A very strong start so far for Team Sonus as Camo throws it up high off the back wall. Scrub Killer's going to play it out, and Camo's just going to leave this one. A smart play from him as Pato is going to fake challenge, and Bosco's going to slam it back into the wall, trying to get this one back downfield. Team Sonus not allowing this ball to pass midfield. They have a ton of pressure here, and a demo comes out from Owam. Camo with a shot on net gets easily saved aside by Siren.
I mean, this has been a beautiful possession for them. Already 30 seconds on the side of Team Sonus, and it results in a goal. A quick one this time is going to be Camo finding a goal, and you knew it was coming. There was a large breakdown of the defense on Blindfire side of things. They were getting bumped, demoed, boost stolen from him, and it was just a matter of time until Sonus struck.
Yeah, Camo is typically the striker of this Team Sonus squad, so it's good to see him finally getting his first goal of the series. Owam, a fantastic pass off that corner, was able to pop it up high enough for Camo to get there. A double commit on defense, but that ball does fly out. Camo waiting way downfield, stealing a boost, looking for the play out to Owam, couldn't find the touch, and now Owam is a 1v1 situation, but Peyo's able to get back in again to find that clutch-timed demo. But it doesn't matter! Scrub Killer up in the air quick, and he finds a drop down.
Wow, and you know, Blindfire hasn't had much possession this game, but they make use of it when it does finally get to this half of the field. They put it in immediately. How about that strike back from Blindfire?
Absolutely gorgeous. A great play by Siren to get that ball downfield and just create that offensive pressure. And Scrub Killer, such a fantastic read on that ball. That is a hard ball to read. You don't know if it's going to drop down, if it's just going to bounce out. It's hitting that portion of the wall that makes it extremely rough. But right now, you see this ball dying at midfield. Another double commit for Team Sonus. Potato is up looking for a double tap. He does have the angle, and Siren's there on the goal line to drop it out towards the right side wall. Finds another tap, and Camo's got to go up for this one. An immediate cutback, an immediate backfire, not blind fire. Like that dad joke, Jar?
Of course. You know, I knew it was coming as soon as I heard that I was casting with you. But speaking of things that you know is coming, we almost saw a beautiful play from Peto, and there's another chance. Oh no, the shot just wide, but we almost saw a double touch from Peto. This one was an air dribble bump he was leaving for his teammate. You can already tell that they are absolutely livid right now. They are going all out on this orange side, and it's been beautiful to see.
It has. Both teams have been playing a fantastic series so far. Obviously, we saw Team Sonus take game one, but Blindfire is looking really hot right now. They scored the last goal in this game, and their offensive pressure is looking really, really solid as they try to get this one out of their own half. Owam up. Can't get it over top of Siren as he plays it back down. Camo out to Owam, looking for a 50-50, finds it. And no save coming out from Siren. Scrub Killer, luckily for him, is there to get that touch and put it way downfield. But here comes Camo. All the boost in the world. Got the air dribble, looking for the ground pinch. Couldn't quite find it, and Scrub Killer plays it up again.
Yeah, and this is what we see a lot. It doesn't spend too much time in this blue half. These Sonus players are really good at transitioning back into offense when it's on their half, so really look out for this. Camo off of the ceiling. Oh my goodness, what was this read from Camo?
It was a fantastic read from Camo, but Peto also being there, just being there and jumping. Scrub Killer thought he was going to try and redirect, so it left Camo a free touch on this drop down. He's able to find that ground pinch and just drop it into an empty net. Dead center, might I add.
Beautiful stuff. So far, we have the hat trick from Peto in game number one. Now Camo has two. Although Owam yet to score, and now he does. How about that? The beautiful timing from Owam as he puts in a fantastic read off the top.
You know, part of me thinks these players can actually hear us right now, and part of me thinks we were about to dog on Owam for not scoring for his team, because he came out hot right there, finding the double tap off the crossbar, looking as if he planned it that way, even though we all know that was not planned.
Oh, come on. You got to give him the benefit of the doubt, Hybrid. Scrub Killer bringing this to the other side now. Oh, boy. You know, it's just about time that we see Blindfire score again. Bosco this time is going to be the one to put it in. With only a minute 40 left, this is a huge goal. If much more time would have came off of the clock before we saw another Blindfire goal, I would have expected another game win for Sonus, but now they're back into it.
And Scrub Killer there with a beautiful double, or a flick into it, a little bit of an aerial hit to... All right, Camo gets a goal, gets his hat trick. We don't even get to talk about Blindfire's goal because Team Sonus is just scoring so quick at this point. Still 1 minute and 37 seconds left in game number two. Team Sonus just gets that goal right back on and makes it a 2-goal deficit again.
Yeah, Owam had a beautiful kickoff there, just winning the 50, and a great follow-up by Camo turns into another goal. And now I'm going to start to say this is where you start to get worried for Team Blindfire here, as Time is ticking, and we know that Sonus is really solid at holding on to possession onto their half, so I'm worried that Blindfire might not be able to escape it. With another demo coming out, this shot turns into a 3-goal lead for Sonus, and now things are starting to get out of hand.
Yeah, you were saying they're very good at holding the ball in the offensive half, and they're very good at stopping the ball from reaching their half. But 99% of the time, that's because of a massive demo play, and Owam proved it right there. Huge demo on the third man, able to give the clean shot to his teammate. And just like that, they're up by 3 here late in game number 2.
Yeah, and this is really solid, although, oh no, Siren, that's an attack you need to have. Go, what in the world?
Oh, the fake!
Ball, what the heck?
The fake save. Oh, man.
How does that not go in for Blindfire? You just gotta feel bad at that point. Somehow not a goal, and Sonus has gotta be pretty happy about that one. Again, that's the second time this has happened on their side of the field this series. Although this one, no, another miss. Bosco finally puts it in. But Hybrid, it might be too little too late.
I don't want to say it is, because there's always a chance for a kickoff goal. They're only down by 2 now. 28 seconds is still plenty of time to get 2 goals in a worst-case scenario. But I have to say, there was a fake save that came out on that goal line from, I think it was Owam, when that ball originally did not go in all of those times. He flew across the net, the defender jumped, or the offender jumped to try and get a dunk on him, and he just backflipped and faked it completely. And the offense just flew right by. So a very smart defensive play coming out even at a time where they are hesitating. They're freaking out on that goal line, and they're still playing smart game.
That should do it. 0 seconds left on the clock now. The player's going to keep it up, but it won't affect the result of the game. Maybe just the scoreline. Pato wants to find one more. Oh my goodness, that would have been a beautiful play. But at this point, I think these guys are just doing it despite us either.
They're doing it despite us, or they're padding the stats, because Camo trying to own goal right there, actually. Almost pulling off a nutty little own goal of himself. But at this point, listen, man, Team Sonus is looking strong. Game 2, 5-3. Camo this time taking the reins, getting his hat trick. 685 points on that board. 2 saves, 4 shots. He has 3 goals on 4 shots. That's insane. You look down at Siren, 0 goals on 6 shots. That alone tells you how good Team Sonus' defense is.
Yeah, and really a lot of it is, of course, you want to credit the defense from both of these teams, but also Blindfire, they really haven't been taking advantage of the opportunities that they have. You know, we've seen multiple times where the ball is just sitting on the goal line of Team Sonus and they can't put it in. So I expect to see these guys try to do that, you know, finally finish their plays. You know, they had more shots this time. You know, they ended up with, 13 shots on the side of Blindfire, but only 3 goals to show for it, and multiple times where the ball was right there, but they couldn't put it through.
Yeah, a lot of opportunities offensively for Blindfire. They need to clutch out these goals. They need to pressure. They need to close out and tighten the rotations. And I have a feeling if they do that, we could go to a game 4. But Team Sonus is looking to close this one out in this game right here. Game 3 starting up now.
That much is true, of course. With a win here, Sonus moves on to the next round without a single loss tonight. Bosco trying to make this a little bit of a more difficult road for Blindfire, but for Sonus. But you know, we'll see what happens. So far, not much going on, but I expect to see more pressure and perhaps a couple goals from this guy.
Yeah, this guy right here, the striker on the squad. Just a gorgeous pass from Owam. Every single person from Blindfire lost track of where Camo was. That ball went out to him. He had 20 yards. What is a yard in Rocket League in all reality? 20 yards between him and any defender. All the time in the world, all the space in the world, just decides to clap it, and the goalie could not find the right touch. So that being said, they go up by 1 really early in Game 3 here.
Yeah, and oh boy, that's going to be tied up, though. You can see it coming. The last defender back for Sonus was left in a very tough position. Camo tried to get the read on the bounce on the floor, but it didn't happen. Scrub Killer ties this one up.
And a beautiful challenge here by Scrub Killer. Unfortunately for Team Sonus, Camo not able to get to that touch, even though it looked like he had all the boost he needed. He couldn't find it. Scrub Killer going down below, getting cut out by his teammate Bosco. A double commit coming out. The net is open. Owam able to get that one out before Siren can challenge quick. And a smart play. Here comes Siren. A lot of boost. He's got the air dribble. He's got it over top at 2.
Wow.
And he finds it in the back of the net to put his team up by 1.
I mean, this was beautiful from Siren. Look at him air rolling past everyone. If someone does challenge him, you know he's going to win the 50. It doesn't matter. He doesn't even need to win the 50. Gets it right over top of every last defender and gives Blindfire their first lead in what feels like forever, Hyder.
Yeah, it's been a minute since we've seen Blindfire on top of the scoreboard, but let's see how well they can do with holding on to it. They had a lead in game 1, but they were not able to hold it. And Team Sonus did take the victory there, so if they can somehow manage to keep the pressure, keep the ball in Team Sonus' half, this could go their way. But Pato doing a lot for his team there. Oh, on with a shot. It goes in as the goalie backflips. Unfortunately for Blindfire, they're not going to have that lead for too long.
Yeah, Pato had a really great push to get it past the last little group there, and then the shot from Owam is going to go right over top of the last defender, so tied back up. And now the question becomes, is Owam going to get a hat trick as well? We've seen one from Camo, we've seen one from Pato. Is it Owam's turn now to gather the hat trick in game number 3?
I feel like at this point, with what we've seen out of these guys so far, if you don't get a hat trick, I don't think you're allowed to be on the roster anymore. So I think Owam's fighting for his life right now as Pato climbs it off the crossbar. Scrub is able to get it clear, and Camo's right there to catch, but he's got a few defenders to beat. A pass out to Pato, who's up for this one. It'll be a gorgeous shot if Pato can make the touch, but he cannot. Blindfire is saved for another day.
Oh, man. And again, we get back to the story of missed opportunities between these two teams. That was... if this turns into a reverse sweep for Blindfire, that's going to be one of the moments you look back on and say, man, I wish I had that one back, because that pass from Camo, while difficult to reach, it was beautiful. So hopefully they don't get caught up too much on that. Scrub Killer barely makes the save back on the other side. Pato's follow-up shot is good. Oh, he's not too worried about that last play anymore now. How about that?
He is easily not worried about that. Literally puts it on the post where it should not have even bounced in. Thank you, Psionics Physics. That ball goes in because of some weird game glitchiness. But it's still a goal nonetheless. Team Sonus up by 1 here, halfway through game number 3.
That was
no.
You don't have to do it to him. Extends the lead to 2 in the most beautiful fashion possible.
All right, you know, even without the hat trick, I think Owam has just secured his spot on this roster. What a beautiful double tap. Able to find it, gets the touch, and it's such a hard angle shot that he actually puts it all the way across the net before that ball goes in. So a beautiful play there. Pato hanging out on the back wall looking for a redirect of crazy proportions. Team Sonus up by 2 here, just over 2 minutes left. And Scrub Killer with a quick shot. Oh, it's off the post, and Bosco couldn't find the touch to redirect.
And that's another chance that this Blindfire squad had. And, you know, with only 2 minutes left, they're in danger of getting swept now. They need 2 quick goals, really. Of course, 2 minutes is a lot of time in Rocket League, but it has not been easy to score against this Sonus roster. And we've seen only 2 shots for Blindfire so far this game as, man, Pato almost pulled off something crazy right there.
Yeah, insane the amount of control this Team Sonus squad has in the air, on the ground, passing to each other. Every single thing has been going right for them so far, and Blindfire, just something is not clicking tonight. I've seen a few double commits. I've seen a few missed touches. Their passes haven't been landing. It just seems like it might just be an off night for the boys.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, of course, but it's a long season. They've got plenty of time to rebound and, you know, gather themselves, although I will say it might be tough to do so tonight as Camo has extended the lead to 3, and with only 1 minute and 11 seconds remaining, it's going to be tough to come back now.
Yeah, speaking of rebound, what a rebound read from Camo. A touch off of Scrub Killer onto the back wall, and Camo's up for it immediately to put that one into an empty net. The defense just not there for Blindfire. I have full faith that they are a solid team. I've seen them play before. This is a good roster of players. Just like I said, something is not clicking. It might be an off night. It might just be the pressure that Team Sonus is putting on them that is just something they're not used to playing against.
Yeah, and it's certainly been a tough one for them, but that was almost a beautiful shot from Pedo. That one not going to quite find its way into the back of the net, but at this point, I'm not sure that Sonus really needs to find any more goals. 30 seconds left, a 3-goal lead. This would be, I'll tell you what, this would be a comeback for the ages, but it's going to be a tough one for Blindfire, and hopefully, if not come back tonight, then at least come back at some point later on in the season and show us what they're truly capable of.
Yeah, I definitely hope they do, man. This is, like I said, a good roster, and I want to see more of what they have to offer. I'm hoping in the next 8 seconds that Owam gets a goal, and we have a 3-way team hat trick in a 3-game sweep. Here's Owam back towards mid. Pedo with the shot. Owam saves it. Okay, all right. Sorry, Owam. Sorry, I wanted better for you.
Look, he was trying to steal it. Either way, Sonus does come out as victorious. They win this one in a 3-0 sweep. Huge congratulations to them. Blindfire, hats off to you guys as well, but sadly going to walk away from this one with an L today.
Yeah, Team Sonus just coming out too strong, too quick. Blindfire not ready for the matchup. I have full faith that they're going to come back next week with the heat in their bellies right now. They're going to come back and do so well next week. I'm looking forward to watching them play. I'm looking forward to hearing about how their game goes. But Team Sonus does take the dub here in the second game of the week for them. So they go 1-1 in the series so far.
Yeah, beautiful. But hey, what do you say we gather in someone here from Team Sonus and get them here with an interview hybrid?
I would love that. Let's see if we can grab the captain of Team Sonus for the interview. We're talking to him right now, see if we can get him in there. All right, fantastic. So we are going to be talking to the captain of Team Sonus, and we have Camo here with us today. How are you feeling after that win, Camo?
I'm feeling good. Feeling good. A good bounce back from Tuesday.
Yeah, definitely a solid bounce back from Tuesday, considering Tuesday you guys played Trash Esports, arguably the favorite among this entire invitational, specifically because of their previous 2 invitational wins. What was it like going up against them in your first match? What were the thought process going into that?
We knew they were going to be good, so we weren't like expecting them to hand us the win. The first 2 games, I think we were leading in the beginning, and they ended up fighting back. They had really good pressure. So, and then the game, I think game 3 and 4, we ended up playing a lot better and almost forcing a reverse sweep. But that team's good. Sucks we had to play in first round, but hopefully we'll see them again in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, it's very impressive that you managed to rebound and come back with a win today, but you did end up starting game 1 a little rough. You were down 2 goals, but you managed to bring it back. What changed?
Hato decided to turn his monitor on. Like that's all I have to say. My boy, he literally carried that game one. Like we started off rough. The comms weren't as good as they were against Trash. I'm not gonna lie on defense, but Hato just he stepped up game 1 and he got the 0-second goal to win. So not mad on him. And sorry, I don't know if you are pronouncing it right. Everybody's been pronouncing Owam's name. It's Owam, not Owam. But I had to put that out there for him. So.
I think I
That's
said
fair.
Owam. I think I
Yeah,
said
that's good.
Owam.
I think, yeah. Listen, Camo,
I know you know.
we're the casters. We're the
I know.
casters. We know.
So,
No,
yeah.
you guys played fantastic tonight. The last question I have for you, my man, and I'm not sure if Jar has another one. I'm sure he does. The last question I have for you is, why did Owam decide to not get a hat trick in game 3, so that way each one of you guys got a hat trick in each game?
Dude, I love Oman, but that man cannot score a goal to save his life. I mean, he had a few nice ones, Don't get
He
me
had a
wrong.
double tap. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, okay, that's Owen's that type of dude. He'll hit that type of shot, but then he'll beat the open net. That's just all. We love him, but that's just how it is. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't know. You can ask him. I'm just score
Solid.
more next time.
Gotcha. Well, no, hybrid. I know you thought I'd have another one, but that was gonna be my third as well. Was where were the hat tricks at for OM? But
Yeah.
yeah, thank you so much, Camo, for hopping
No,
in, and again, congratulations on your win.
thank you guys, man. Appreciate it. Thank you for casting. You
For
guys do a
sure.
great job. And I've seen, Jar, you casted one of our scrims, and Hybrid, I've
Mhm.
seen you cast us like 100 times. So, no, you guys do a great job. So, I'm
Thank
excited to
you.
watch the VOD.
For sure.
Appreciate it, man. Best of luck next week. And yeah, congrats again.
Yep, thank you.
All right, everyone. That was the man himself, the captain of Team Sonus, Camo, otherwise known as Bot Camo in chat. He might be in there kind of chilling with his homies watching the rest of the series. So definitely make sure you give him congrats in chat. But with that being said, that's going to be it for game one. That's all we got, Jar. Best of three, or best of five, just taken out in 3 games.
Yeah. However, we do have a couple more to go through, so there's still
Mm-hmm.
a long night ahead of us. Hopefully, we'll get some more best of fives that head maybe closer to the game five in the future matchups. But I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, we are going to be right back in just a short period of time for game 2 as we get everything set up. And we got a lot more action coming, so stay tuned.